Good morning, Calallen. Today on CWN, Mrs. Compton's class had a project.
Baseball and softball had the W's last night. I'm Maddie.
And I'm Logan, and today is Friday, May 10th, 2024.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and the pledge to the Texas flag.
The Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The Texas Pledge. Under the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Mrs. Compton's engineering class had some fun destroying the bridge trusses they built. Let's see who the winners are.
Hey cats, I'm here with Miss Compton. So I heard y'all did a project over a bridge truss destruction. Can you tell me about that?
It's a tongue twister. But yes, so last Friday you guys did a segment about the students and they were building their trusses. And we talked about compression and tension, and we did calculations for them. And so the students built their own bridges, and we tested them out by hanging a lot of weight from them. Some of them held up more than others. But in the end, we had a truss that actually made it so that it held about 60 pounds or 76 pounds, I think. And then the second one was about 10 pounds less than that. And it was a lot of fun. Of course, the students are always excited when they get to break stuff. So it's a good time.
That's awesome. Do you know who the winner was for it?
Yes, so it was the group in my first period, Dallin, Call, Jaden, and Drayton.
That's awesome. Thank you, and back to the studio.
Mr. Smith had a lab over Kool-Aid. Let's check out all that they learned.
Hey cats, it's Lucian. I'm here with Mr. Smith. So, Mr. Smith, I heard you guys were doing a lab in your class. Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, we're doing what we call our Kool-Aid lab. So we're just making Kool-Aid. That's all we're doing. But we've been studying concentration, and we want to see the difference between a dilute solution and a concentrated solution. So they'll make up Kool-Aid in different concentrations, taste it, see which one's the best, and that'll be one of the more concentrated solutions.
What are they learning from this lab?
Well, we've been talking about that you can get a solid to dissolve in water and what that means and how that changes. It doesn't change the properties of the water, but it allows you to distribute that solid everywhere, and that difference between what it means to be dilute or weak or concentrated. And that's what we're trying to see.
And do you think your students are having fun with this lab?
Oh yeah, they get to make Kool-Aid. They always want to make more than I have of Kool-Aid to make. And even the gross, the 0.1 molar Kool-Aid, they don't like that, but it's fun to make.
That sounds very fun. Thank you. That's all from us. Back to the studio.
Our game design class turned in projects dealing with different game genres. We caught up with them to see how it went.
Good morning, Calallen TV. I'm here with Sebastian. So, Sebastian, I heard in your game design class you're doing a project this week. Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, for this week we were doing a project. Each of us got different topics. For my group, we got game genres. We're going over the different game genres in gaming.
And what's your favorite game genre?
My personal favorite is fighting games because it's just more competitive. I like those.
And have y'all ever made video games this year in class?
Yes, we have. We've made about 3 or 4 games.
Thank you. That's all from us, and back to the studio.
Today is the third and final day of the pig dissections. Let's see what they've learned.
Good morning, Wildcats. Today I'm here with Amelia. Amelia, can you tell me what you're doing in anatomy with the pig dissection?
So right now, Lexus is cutting open the skull flap so we can see the skull of the pig and also the brain.
Oh, wow. And why are y'all doing that today?
We wanted to save a whole day for it so we can really dig into it, literally. So, yeah.
Dang, that sounds cool. All right, thank you. Back to the studio.
Mrs. Johns also had a lab. We caught up with her to see how it went.
Hi, I'm Devin, and I'm here with Ms. Jones. So, Ms. Jones, I heard that you had a lab today. Can you tell me more about that?
Sure. In the PAC chemistry classes, we're at the end of the year, and so we're kind of pulling a lot of the things they've learned all year together into one unit. It's our reactions unit. They've previously learned how to balance equations and to learn what reactants and products were, and then they actually did stoichiometry and could calculate mathematical things with it. But now we're actually looking at reactions. There are different types. Today we're focusing on what's called a redox reaction, which where the electrons are transferred in the reactants from one substance to another. And so that's what we're doing today. And they got to see, I did one demo with them because, it makes a lot of smoke and we had to do it in the vent hood, but then they did 3 on their own. And so now they're going to sit down, go through it, analyze what did they see that made it, that let them know a reaction happened, and then go back and work on figuring out where the electrons started and where they finished.
Well, that's good. And how long did it take for them to be doing it?
Well, actually, this was 2 days because I didn't want to go fast. I want to make sure we were safe. Plus, they love elephant toothpaste. It always takes, everyone wants to play after it's done, after we get it set up. And so I like to give them an opportunity to do that. And so I told them I planned that we could have an extra day if we needed it. And so we used it, and I'm glad because they had a little bit more time and they didn't have to rush. And I think we were probably safer because of that. So that's really what it's about.
Yes, ma'am. Now, thank you, Ms. Jones. And that's it from here. Back to the studio.
Thank you.
Mrs. Burkhart also had a lab over magnets. We spoke to her to see what it's all about.
Hi, I'm Cameron Calallen, Calallen TV. I'm here with Michael. So, Michael, I heard you're doing a magnetic lab. Can you tell me more about that, please?
Yeah, we're taking a magnet and we're having iron fillings inside of a plastic bag, and we're seeing the magnetic field around the magnet just to measure what it does.
Okay, thank you so much. Now back to the studio.
It's time for Studio 361. Let's see what's finding out in our local area.
Hey Wildcats, welcome back to Studio 361, your weekend activity plug.
This weekend at the American Bank Center, the Buck Days Carnival is still happening. There will also be a live concert all weekend. Tickets will range from $65 to $140.
Today and tomorrow at 5:35 p.m., the ballpark gates will open for the Corpus Christi Hooks versus the Amarillo Sad Poodles. Tonight, the first 2,000 fans get a free short sleeve hoodie, and on Saturday, the first 2,000 fans get a jersey apron. First pitch is set for 7:05 p.m. Times are the same on both days.
Tomorrow night at 7 p.m., doors will open for Diamond's Edge at the House of Rock. General admission is $10.
This Sunday at Waterburger Field, the Corpus Christi Hooks and the Amarillo Sad Poodles will end their 6-game series. Gates open at 3:36 p.m. The first 1,000 mothers win a free belt bag. Hot dogs, candies, and sodas are all $1. First pitch is set for 5:05 p.m.
This Sunday, to celebrate Mother's Day, there will be a Mother's Day brunch from 10:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. on 900 North Shoreline Boulevard.
Now that's all from us. Now back to the anchors.
What's playing at Movies Inc? Well, if you want to know, we have it. Here's this week's edition of the movie playlist.
Hey Cats, Movies Inc. is showing a new selection of movies including the following: Taro, Kingdom for the Planet of the Apes, and The Fall Guy. In The Fall Guy, he's a stuntman who gets shot, crashed, and blown up for our entertainment. Now, with a new job at hand, he must track a movie star down, solve a conspiracy, and win the love of his life back all at once. What could possibly go right? Check out these movies this weekend at Movies Inc. Now back to the anchors.
Asian and Pacific Islander Heritage Month continues, so let's see who today honoree is.
Thank you. In celebration of Asian American Pacific Islander Month, we honor Dr. David Ho. He was the founding scientific director and chief executive officer of the Asian Diamond AIDS Research Center. Back to the anchors.
Now, let's send it over to Callie with Wildcat Media.
Thank you, anchors, and welcome back to Wildcat Media. Our volleyball players have been coaching our incoming freshmen, and they are having so much fun. So for more on that, go check out Calallen Volleyball, and now it's all from me. Back to the anchors.
Thank you, Callie.
Now let's send it to Michaela with the rundown on sports right after this quick break.
Good morning, Wildcats. I'm here with Kaylin. So, Kaylin, I heard the yearbooks came in for this year. Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, so our yearbooks did come in today, and this is actually one of the covers right here. It's the senior cover, and make sure y'all buy your yearbook, and then you'll get the cover that corresponds with your grade level. They came in today, so we were unloading those. We all have them. They're not ready for distribution yet. The seniors will get theirs on the 22nd, I believe, whenever their senior walk is, and then the underclassmen will get theirs the following days. So make sure y'all order your yearbooks because we only have 42 left.
That's really cool. Where can we buy the yearbooks?
So you can either buy them cash or check in Miss Libby's room, which is room 704, or you can go for yearbookforever.com.
That's very good. Let's take it back to the studio.
Thank you, Logan, and good morning, Wildcats. Kerrigan, are you excited for the softball game today?
Yes, I've been a month ago.
Awesome. We spoke to Mr. Martinez on how Jacob played at regionals. He fell short and placed third. Let's see what Mr. Martinez had to say.
Good morning, Wildcats. Here, Coach Martinez. Coach Martinez, y'all had regionals recently. Can you tell us how that went?
Yeah, so we had our 4A regional tournament in San Antonio the past 2 days. We had our entry in boys singles, Jacob Carr. The first day, Jacob won both his matches. He did great. We came up short in the second day with the third match, and we fell short there. So we are extremely proud of him, super happy we were able to go and represent our district at regionals. We got third at regionals, meaning we are the state alternate. And so we are super proud of him, and we're glad we were able to represent Calallen High School. And I'm kind of happy that my ears don't have to get pierced now. So, you know, that's the saving grace here.
So what's next for tennis?
So we have our banquet tomorrow. So we have that, and basically the season's over. We don't have any more matches scheduled for this school year, but in about the next couple of weeks, we plan to go out and start, getting our kids ready as far as, drills and stuff they can do on their own during the summer, and hoping that when we come back in the fall, we haven't regressed and maybe either maintained or progressed as far as playing and technique. And so, the work is not done. We still have a lot to do to get ready for next year.
Thank you for the interview, and with that, back to the studio.
Isabel interviewed Caden Trevino about the softball game, how the softball game went against Divine. Here's all the information.
Hey Cats, I'm here with Caden Trevino, who's on the softball team here at Calallen. So last night you played in round 3 and you played against Divine. Can you tell me how that game went?
It went really good. We played really good. We won 11-0, and that was it.
And so tonight you played Divine for game 2. Can you tell me what you're going to do differently and what you're going to do the same for tonight?
Yes. As a team, the girls really want to come together more and cheer more, but I guess the same thing we'll do is let our bats do the talking, and just like we always do.
Well, congratulations for last night and good luck. That's all from us, and back to the studio.
Matt spoke to one of the varsity baseball players to see how the team played overall. Let's see what he had to say.
I'm here with Carl Carroll, varsity baseball player. So you pitched last night against Sin. How was your mindset going to that game?
Yeah, we had to focus, dial in, hit my spots, and just played great all together.
So how does this big win go into game 2?
There's a lot of momentum carrying, so we need to play good and keep going strong.
All right, good luck. Now back to the studio.
And that's the latest on Calallen Sports. Back to you, Logan.
Thank you, Michaela. Sorry, guys, we have no weather today, but all we know is that it is hot. And that's all your announcements for today, but now it's time for your joke of the day. So, guys, what do you call birds that stick together?
I don't know, Logan, what?
Velcros.
For all you social people out there, make sure you're following us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram at CalallenTV for all latest updates. Also, subscribe to us here on YouTube to catch all of our latest videos.
And as always, stay classy, Calallen.